So you may be asking, so you are IFA, you have line. Or what's the point if there is no leads? People came to us and asked us, do you all provide leads? Because I think without leads, there's no point to be IFA, there's no point having line, right? Our answer has always been quite standard. There is, if you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you teach him how to fish, this person will have fish for life. And that's the reason why we prefer to teach you how to fish rather than giving you fish. People who came to us having leads problem, normally they have the mindset of leads generation. So people who has got lead generation issue, they are like somebody who dive into an ocean and they don't see any fish. All they can see is just seawater. And very soon they see a small fish swimming and they'll chase after the small fish, and the small fish see you coming also run away. And that is the mindset of someone who has got leads generation thinking. But we believe in leads incubation. So if I were to ask you how many phone number you have in your telephone, in your handphone, I think your answer would be countless. So let me ask you, how did those names went into your and telephone number went into your telephone? Is it because you subscribe to a higher plan from the telco, so they put in a lot of names for you? No, right? It's because once upon a time, you actually put in the names. So if I were to ask you the next question, there is how many group chat you have in your phone? You will tell me countless, lost count already. What are those things? Actually, these are all leads. So somebody who believes in leads incubation, it is like someone who dive into an ocean. This person can see many schools of fishes. And it is not about no fish anymore. It is not about no leads anymore. It is about how to attract this school of fish. How to attract this school of fish. And that's the reason why, we believe in leads incubation. What are the things that you need to put there so that this school of fish will actually come to you? What are the things that you can throw inside one group chat and people will be attracted to you? This is the power of our tool called Engage. It's basically acquire, connect, and convert. Think in terms of incubation. If you put an egg into an incubator, what happens? Under the right temperature, 21 days later, you will see the egg will be hatched, right? So same thing, in this Engage, you get to tell your story in the cyberspace. So you can send to anybody. It is leads incubation. For instance, I send my URL of my Engage page, and which tell my story, send into a group chat, and the people will be able to see who am I, what am I doing. If they like what they see, and they can actually pass it on. And last time, people used to say that referral is the best system for getting leads and to have clients. I'm glad to tell you that is actually the second best already. The best one is actually having your Engage set up, tell your story, send this URL to the people that appreciate your products and services, and they will send it out. Because nowadays, under PDPA, it's very difficult for you to ask people to give you names. It's not that they don't want to give you, because it is high risk. What if they give you the names and then the person somehow rather just don't like your face? And the person who give you the name will be taking a great risk. But if you ask them to pass on the URL of your Engage that tells your story, they can pass on to as many as possible. And if they don't like what they see, they can just discard it. If they like what they see when they engage you, then the person will have all the good things to tell about the person who passed on the URL. And that is the new way of doing business, new way of referral, without asking people to give you names, but rather just ask them to pass on your story, which you have already crafted, curated, and you have placed it in the cyberspace. And this is the way to go. Engage.